They live?
I think that should do it.
All right, let's find out.
Take a listen, see what we get.
You gotta say something, sir.
Oh, I'm watching, trying to see where.
Right, you're not gonna know.
I ain't said a word. Right.
There we go. I look, and I was over while I'm talking. I'm over here looking at your screen with you, like.
Right.
Show me on the video like this, and then I'm like, "Well, you gotta say something."
All right, looks like we Hey man, looks like we should be all good here.
Yeah, we're good.
All right. So we're back. Let the few folks that we did have checking us out make their way back in.
Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulties tonight.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully it's resolved.
Funny. All right, I'm gonna share this video with a few of my closer friends. Just to get their input on a lot of this. Yeah. That's good enough for now. All right. It just seems like since the last time we were here, actually, the last time we were here was about a month ago. It was just the three of us.
Yeah.
That was about a month ago. But the last time we were
last Poly Talk.
The last Poly Talk was
international.
On the boat.
Where were we in Puerto Rico or Dominican?
Dominican.
Okay. We were coming back. We were coming back from Dominican.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was our sea day on the way back.
Yeah.
Right. All that jazz.
If you get the opportunity to take a cruise, and you can take a cruise to somewhere tropical when it's cold as fuck at home, and you get to take a cruise somewhere tropical when it's cold as fuck at home, and you get to go with a bunch of people that you really, really love. That is fantastic. That is how we spent a week a couple weeks ago with our tribe, with our family, with our chosen family. And it was everything you could want it to be. From my vantage point. Forgive me, I don't want to speak for everybody. I had some of the most authentic interactions that I ever get to have, because these are the people that love me at my quirkiest. You know, this is
Yeah, I hate that you're quirky.
I think I am. I enjoy myself. Hell, I have a good time. To spend it with people that I respect, people I value, people that I honor. That's just something that I don't think happens as often as it should. Because we get so caught up in the life that we have to live. We always ourselves putting life we want to live further and further on the back burner. I'm talking, so I'm gonna talk. The way that I'm looking at this, because I am moving on in my life. I recognize that I have more good years behind me than I have ahead of me. So it makes me want to uh, appreciate and take better advantage of the time that I do have left, and it helps me to value the company and the quality of the company that I keep. Um, so when I do get to spend time with those people that mean the absolute most to me, and have adventure and have uh,
Oh, adventure.
and have mishaps turn into small fortunes. Um, uh, Again, and to just be able to live in the energy of people who just celebrate you just being you. Um, that was fantastic, and I don't think enough people spend enough time in that energy. Um, I didn't have anything quote unquote set aside that I really wanted to talk about tonight. I didn't. But I did have a few things that run through my mind fairly often as far as um, the way that this polyamorous journey is going for us. You know, of course, we talk enough off camera about, you know, how everybody's managing, what everybody's, you know, how they're dealing and all of that good stuff, you know. But I think one of the things that, yeah, I think it's fair to say, I think one of the things that I believe um, is part of our success is the fact that we are transparent about who we are. I struggle with a lot of things that are labeled as mental health issues, the anxiety, the depression, the suicidal ideologies, all of these things I literally have to deal with in my regular everyday life. Um, I don't. In a lot of cases, I find myself questioning: Am I worthy? Just from the vantage point that I understand that I'm not complete, that I do have some glaring holes and some big gaps and some shit that I should have known a long time ago. I'm just finding out. So because I recognize that about myself, it makes me uh, extra diligent to check in with them to make sure that they're not settling for me. I do my level best to be worthy of them being proud to call me their boyfriend, their husband, whatever the title I carry in their lives is.
Boyfriend, husband, lover.
Yeah, all those guys. um, but I always in everything I'm personally I'm trying to do anyway. I always want them to be proud to say yes, that is my man. You know, not so much in the annals of always having to identify and he's her man too and her man too. That's not necessary. You know, just the simple fact that she can take pride in it in her own declaration. That's what I strive for. And being the version of reflective that my therapy has helped me with, my daughter has helped me with, my friends like Devis Simmons who helped me with when I'm not 100% sure about how I'm moving or the way I'm behaving because a lot of this is new to me. And I know I'm at this point. I really feel like I'm more on the King's Corner than I am on Poly Talk. But I promise
It kind of is though.
I'm laying foundation
okay.
for something. I'm laying foundation for something.
I mean, hey, King's Corner's still good. It's still breathing enough.
And the foundation that I'm laying is this. Every partner is not a proper partner, at least in the beginning. We have to take the time to try to understand each other, to learn each other's personal proclivities. You know, a lot of times it's lost when people start asking us about our polyamorous relationship. It's lost on the fact that we don't have to have equality because she doesn't need what she needs and she doesn't want what she wants. So we don't need equality. What we need is equity. And that is everybody having what it is that they need. Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I know, and I won't get to whatever. I know when it comes to affection, V loves a good kiss. That's our thing. Ooh, I love kissing this woman. Boy, I'm telling you, it's its own dance. It's its own art. It's its own thing. It's great. Tyra has introduced me to the benefit of hugs. Because I wasn't hugged a lot growing up, I didn't see what the big deal was. And one day, because she's always trying to hug me, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm trying to do something. And one day she
That's
just
literally how it went.
yeah, and she one day she just stopped me and said, "You know what? I feel the safest and the best when I'm in your arms. That's why I'm always trying to get you to hug me." Stop me in my tracks. Because I never, at that point, I didn't understand how important it was to her.
Which brings us back to that transparency.
Yeah, and she could have easily resented me because I'm not a hugger. Easy, she could. This one, he always see me trying to hug him, and he too busy to hug him. You all right? Mm-hmm. And she could have held it against me, and I'd have been none the wiser. I would have never understood. But she did take the time to say, "Hey, I need you to pay attention. This bothers me, or this would make me feel better." I love her. Why would I not want her to feel better?
Kisses and hugs.
Kisses and hugs. But because I recognize my own shortcomings, I said this to my son not too long ago. I said, because of the way that life shaped up for me, what I recognized or what I believed was love really wasn't. So if what I recognized and believed was love really wasn't, then what was I offering these people all this time? I was offering them the imaginations of what I thought love was. And to everybody that I offered that false thing to, I am so very, very sorry. It came from the best place. The intentions were pure, but the execution, not so much. Because I didn't understand that love had to be full of some stuff. It had to come from something more than just an idea.
Love that you can get different things.
Because
That's
I know exactly what I want to say here, but it's not translating exactly how I needed to at this point.
You were talking about equity and versus equality.
Right. And that's one of the things that, again, as Tyra was saying earlier, being transparent allows me to understand what that is for each of you. V was very clear when she says, "Listen, I want to spend more time with you." You know, I don't mind coming to your house, but I like for you to wake up in my bed sometimes too. I can't be mad about that. I can't be mad about that. You know, so it was a conversation that turned into action. So I spend more time with her. You know, she just be abusing me when ain't nobody around. Did y'all see it? Did y'all see it?
I'm going to sleep. It's past my bedtime.
Again, because I do make sure that I inform them when I'm not at my best. Because I don't want them to internalize what I'm going through. Because my depression sometimes will just have me sitting on the couch for hours. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not really watching nothing. I'm just there. I am so deep in my head. I'm in a parallel dimension. And they'll come in and, hey, you want to do? No. Well, I was thinking we could try. Okay, if you want to. No enthusiasm. And when I recognize that they're starting to question, well, you know, are we okay? Oh, wait. No, yeah, this has nothing to do with y'all. You know, I am dealing with what I'm dealing with right now because I'm dealing with what I'm dealing with. You know, you did not trigger this. It's not something that I feel like you should be responsible for. Hell, for as much as I appreciate you even noticing, that is more than enough at this point. Because this is something that I have to learn how to deal with better. And to my own credit, I believe I am. Because it's not crippling anymore. And yay me for that. You have to give your partners what they need to succeed with you. I think I got something. If you own a business, for all my entrepreneurs out there, you understand when you own a business and you start to employ other people, you've got to let them understand what your vision is for your business. You have to do that, elsewise they will not respect it. Well, let's look at a relationship with the same eye. Did you think that I wanted a temporary connection?
No.
Why not?
Because you made it clear that wasn't what you wanted.
Transparency. That's why not.
That's why. That is why. Because I didn't want it to be lost in translation that I was just kicking it. I don't just kick it. I do not play for fun. I play for keeps. That's why I don't play with everybody, because I want to keep what I have. That's just me. Call it greedy, call it what you want. I'm not exclusive. I don't make them stick to exclusively to me. But as long as we are on good terms and on a good page, I don't feel like my access should ever be denied. Because I like to keep what I like. And I love them, so why would I not want to keep them? So, since that is the case, the conversation has always been, I am leaning towards always. I don't just want right now, I want always. We're going to get old, be looking at each other crazy like, do I remember you? Yup. Because it
Reminding each other to take our pills.
Right. Hey, babe, you take your pills already?
I
Okay.
ain't gotta take them early enough if we gonna have a Long Island on the porch tonight.
So, and then that, you know, and that's another one of them things. I'm recognizing one more time, you know, life is moving on. You know, and am I going to have the type of partners around me that I can depend on?
That part.
And you know what I mean? Stay away.
You currently have the partners around you that you can depend on, so that's all.
Yes,
that
yes,
matters.
you know, because
this is for keeps.
right, because I do recognize that there was a time when that was a very big question mark. What was going to happen to me if something went wrong? Who was going to really be there for me? Who could I look to help take care of me, if not completely take care of me?
Birds with broken wings can't help another bird fly.
So,
You know.
I was in a very, very strange place about that, and I'm talking about. No, I ain't gonna say that. And I've had significant relationships. You know, again, I'm not the casual type. I'm serious about every relationship I have. If I make us public, which I'm very big to do, if I make us public, I'm serious. I'm always don't count how many partners I got. Count how good of a partner I am to you, because that's what you need to focus on. Because that is what I'm focused on. What do we share together? What energy do we create amongst ourselves?
Right. There's a shared relationship, but all the relationships within that shared relationships are individual.
Yeah.
So they deserve the individual attention too.
And the energy that each one creates belongs to it. There's no comparison, because that's not what it's about. It is about enjoying what you can with who you can for as long as you can. That's why these relationships are about choice. This is why I believe, it is my opinion, I feel that this is fact, that polyamory should be part of education. Because it helps to eliminate the idea of ownership in relationships. When you learn to respect that the next person makes an every day, every minute, every second choice to be with you. They can go elsewhere. They have elsewheres to go. But they still choose. Stay right there with you. That's got to make you feel good. It's got to make you feel special. I know it does for me. So if that's tight, then rejection isn't so complete. Because now you understand that I don't need a perfect partner. I just need a partner that fills this space that I need.
And vice versa. You feel a need for
Yeah,
this partner.
yeah. And then all the pressure isn't on one partner. Because I listen to how much they talk. You know, because we didn't have a history of talking a lot through the day. We would talk, you know, mid-afternoon, early evenings, you know, when we weren't with each other. But I'll wake up damn 9 o'clock in the morning and she'll be on the phone with her and they are just having the best time. And I'm just like, what the hell did they got to talk about this early?
I know she up. She know I'm up. Hey.
But I am not responsible for all the social interaction. There has been a bridge created amongst them that they now recognize that they can lean on each other. Absent me, I am not the catalyst for their relationship anymore. And I love that. Because that means everything is not hinged on me. I don't have to be completely responsible for how everyone is looking at everything. Because now it's understood that we're all here. We're all evenly spaced. We're all equally responsible for the health of this relationship. And we all enjoy putting in that good, positive energy for the relationship because it only contributes to more positive energy in a good relationship. It seems too easy. Because I'm saying it, it sounds so simple. But
Because it's a simple concept, but getting there isn't necessarily simple. It takes work like everything else.
There you go. That's a good way to say that. That's a very good way to say that. Conceptually, I think everybody feels like that's what they want to do. But in practice, I think that's where the problem comes in.
Yeah.
Not everybody is brave enough to be that version of honest. And
I guess you learn your real limitations.
Oh, girl, you better
at least
say
your
that.
current ones, because any limitation can be overcome. Don't have to limit. People
Yeah,
are
baby.
limitless.
When you don't have to prove that you are, you can talk a real good game. Ooh! When you don't got to prove that you are, you can talk a real good game. Oh, I'm emotionally available.
Are you?
Well, I'm having some problems this week and I'm not feeling too good about myself. I don't want to hear that weak man shit.
Oh, hell no.
But you're emotionally available.
Come and talk to me. Tell me more.
You know what I mean?
How can I help?
Do you
need a hug? Like, come on, bring it in. It's
do you really have the tool set at your disposal that you say you do? I always believed myself to be patient.
Would they say church finger?
I always believed myself to be patient until I had to exercise patience. And that's when I figured it out. No, the fuck I wasn't.
I love you, but not at all.
No! No! Because I was tolerant, I thought I was patient.
Woo! There's a big difference in tolerance and patience.
Yes! Yes! A world of. But because I was tolerant, I thought I was patient.
The tolerant one is steady building the case.
Mm-hmm.
Every little thing that goes wrong, steady building the case. Until patience.
Patience requires you to exhibit active faith. And I am self-proposed weak in that area. But I'm more concerned about causing damage outside of me now that the patience doesn't seem so difficult, because I recognize what my destruction looks like. I have seen that in more than enough occasions, and unfortunately I have visited that on people that I care for. So patience doesn't seem so difficult anymore, because now I understand what impatient really costs me. Wait, what happened? It's bad. I'm out, but seeking to watch. Well, thank you for watching, Boo. I give credit to my Posse twins a lot because they have definitely put me in position where my patience isn't tested, but it is exercised. They don't just roll over and say, okay, just to shut up the argument. But they both have the right formula to not yell at me, so I will listen to them. I recognize for myself I have a monster hang up with aggressive women. Don't talk to me like you can whoop my ass, because then I'm going to make you prove it. And you can't. So I don't like that. That's a very Eddie thing. I recognize that. But I also understand that that's why I stay away from masculine behaving aggressive women. Because why make myself uncomfortable unnecessarily? I know what my trigger is about that. And I'm not going to make anyone else pay for my trigger. So I make sure that
Nobody
I put myself...
can pay for your triggers.
Right. So I make sure I put myself in a space where I stand behind a personal boundary for public safety. I think that's a good way to say that. Oh, yes, Jazz! Hi!
Hey!
Thanks for stopping in, honey. I mentioned your name a little bit ago.
Zaj. I know. It's Zaj.
Yeah. Zaj? Okay.
Yeah.
Zaj it is. Diaz Zaj. All right. That's what you're saying.
That's what that say. Cute.
I asked her yesterday, in a perfect world, what could I do to help make our relationship better? And I'm ridiculously proud to say, you know what? Everything's real good. I can't think of nothing. I'm very proud of that. So I'm doubling down. You sure? Because again, that transparent communication is necessary if you're going to be the kind of happy you want to be. Why shouldn't you be able to say, you know what, honey? That conversation we had yesterday that left me feeling kind of hollow. I don't feel good about the way that went. Can we try to do that again so we can have a better understanding? Because that just left me feeling bad. I didn't understand anything. I just feel bad about the way that went. I haven't used those exact words, but I have gone back on conversations, because I wanted to understand more than what I felt. Checkers? What's happening over there?
I never play checkers. I only play chess.
Touch my pearls. Wait a minute.
Love you too. One of them's volumes up.
I know one of them.
That was me all day.
Whatever.
Made you feel good.
I pick on you right now.
I don't think you finished with that.
Well, I mean, the thought was to check in periodically, with your partners, because we get so accustomed to just saying things are okay. That, you know, did you bother to think about that for a minute? You know, I understand you don't want to rock the boat and you don't want to, quote unquote, unnecessarily complain. But you do have a right to speak up about something when it doesn't make you feel the way you think you want to feel. Again, I'm used to the way I do things. I have been living with me for a long time, and the way I do things work for me. But it doesn't work for everybody around me.
Right. People can't be stuck in their ways.
So I have to check in to be sure that I am making myself available to be what they need from me. I speak about it often. Yes, I am in a polyamorous relationship. Yes, I do have multiple lady partners. Yes, I love each and every one of them and they love me in return. But they do not serve me. I look at it as in I am in service to them. You do everything you can to be this superwoman for the rest of the world. Take your cape off when you with me. Just be a woman. What can I do for you? This is part of the way that I was raised. It's some of the rearing that I actually appreciate. That I was raised to be more of a gentleman. I was not raised to be a good nigga. I wasn't. No disrespect to those who are. I was raised to be a gentleman. And I actually enjoy being a gentleman. So I have, and I don't want to, separate myself like I'm some elite or something like that. But I do recognize that my mindset truly is different because my goals are different. The path that I choose to walk is different. Most of the people who have known me 20, 30 years, they look at me and they say I am just a calmer version of me that they've always known. Now I just don't have that threat of violence running through me and everything. But I'm just...
Now you're not geared for war 24/7.
And that's the best way to say that. Right. I'm not always primed for war. I'm starting on won't be none, but I ain't. I'm not sitting around waiting for somebody to start something. Shut up. But being the same person at my core, clearly that person's always been all right. Because not too many people choose not to be in my life. I'll just say it just like that. Not too many people choose not to be in my life. Because I'm generally good to people in my life. Generally. If you caught a bad side of me, you earned it. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that. You earned it. I'm sorry you earned it. I'm sorry that I didn't have more control to not give you as much of my bad side. But
depending on the year. Because they could have been in the wrong place at the wrong time, too.
There has been those. There have been those.
Because they caught what somebody else earned. We talk about years ago now. I ain't gonna lie. A few people that caught things that they didn't earn.
It's his own truth. So I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. It is his own truth.
Hey, and to be fair, you made amends to those that applied to.
In most
so
cases,
it's not
did.
like, you weren't accountable. You were.
Yeah.
Once you realize that, you know what, hey, you know what, that wasn't even for you. It happens. But you have to make sure, that's why we're always talking about how important transparency and accountability are. Because you have to be accountable, especially in times like that, too. Mm. That's why I said that. Because I'm like, that opened the way for saying that, you were accountable to that and you made sure you made something necessary, you know what? That wasn't for you. I'm sorry about that. You know, because there's people out there that are too prideful to apologize. There are
True.
people out there that are too prideful to admit they're even wrong
Again,
or
true.
that they ever were wrong. You know? Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah. Growing,
But-
mature, and responsible adults.
Mm-hmm. But again, that comes from me being told that I wasn't as good of an actor as I believed I was. My son, my youngest son, and my daughter, who is my youngest child, they both hit me in separate occasions to let me know that I was not as good as hiding my monster as I thought I was. I thought that they never seen it, they never heard it. I never paid attention that me raging on the first floor, they could still hear me on the second floor.
Right. And the third. And down the street.
So,
But I think that's true of anybody when they're really raging.
yeah, but it's one of those things that makes me hyper aware now about what my actions do to other people, because everybody wasn't raised like me. Everybody didn't get this version of grit.
Right.
So when I get to talking about what my imagination wants to do to somebody, the next person's like,
Right.
I'm looking
Like
at
I need to get away
that's
from
regular.
you.
What the hell you looking like that? That's every day. That's Thursday.
And they
shit.
looking back at you like that's not regular.
Right.
Like, wait.
So I now can see that because I used to gauge everybody from my own personal filter. If you look at life the way that I look at life, then all of this makes sense. But everybody don't look at life the way that life makes sense to me. My filters are very, very different.
Everybody's are.
Exactly.
And how you know that nature versus nurture. You know, nature only takes you but so far, but that nurturing does determine how your perspective is shaped on other people. You know, like if you grow up in a household that's very racist, you tend to become racist.
Mm-hmm.
Like because you're it's so far around. Like growing up in a house full of smokers.
Yeah.
Of course,
Yeah.
you know they're not surprised when you pick up your first cigarette because everybody else around you smoked.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that and that's might be a small example, but it's still an
But
example
it's a standing example.
That's nature. I mean nurture. The nurturing environment, how it shapes you. Oh, there go Missy. We've had Kira, Missy, and Dana in here today.
Mm-hmm.
Say hey, loves.
Hey, other boo.
Perspectives aren't the same.
Yeah, perspectives are not the same because you do not have the same filters that I do. I don't have yours.
And yours can make people clutch their pearls. At least they used to.
That's something else too. I recognize that because we do come from different backgrounds, we come from different realities of life. I think it would serve most of us the absolute best if we, instead of pointing out the differences, learn to embrace them and do your best to celebrate. Because I recognize the energy that they carry regularly. She was my first exposure to it. flat out. And she is the person I recognize has had that energy longest. That's my reality. And for both of them to be almost polar opposite of me, really.
Don't make me start singing.
No, don't do it. For both of them to be so opposite of the way that I am, it just speaks to how strong love really is, because love finds a way. The way that I grew with both of them before anything happened between us was what at this point in my life, I'm recognizing that is the best way for me to build my relationships. I'm going to say it, and I know we generally don't talk about this, but for me, sex is the easy part. That's the easy part. That's the part that I never had problems with none of my people with. That is never the issue. But actually relating to my partners. Being able to take the time to say, nope, this ain't the way I look at it, but I'm going to try to see it the way she does. That's brand new. That's some new shit. I like it. I'm trying it out and it feels good. And it's working.
Imagination activated.
Yeah, because again, if you want to depend exclusively on the way you do things and how you've always done things, stay by yourself.
Please.
Because then nobody can interfere with your shit.
Right.
True.
Man, the first word I thought of was please.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Stay with yourself.
Then you don't have to worry about nobody telling you
Right.
when you're wrong. You don't have to concern yourself with somebody challenging your position.
Whew.
I had a conversation with somebody the other day, made my face hurt. They took one source for a piece of information, and they ran with that shit with so much loyalty you would swear that America itself was on trial. And all I could say was, where did you verify what you heard? And the response was, I didn't have to verify
it. But you spit.
Then how is it a fact? That's just somebody else's opinion that lines up with your thought process.
They never heard of fact checking.
Man, look. I'm not going to sit, especially on some shit that you want to, that can potentially, we can argue about. If I do not have multiple sources of information that verify what I believe, I'm not going to argue with you about it. It doesn't make sense for me. If I don't have 10, 15, 35 examples in my past, I'm not going to sit and argue with you about it because my life experience doesn't back up what I believe. What's that?
My foot.
Girl, it is no secret. It is no secret. I don't do supernatural shit, alright? Now, if it's some shit I can see and I can recognize, oh, I'm gonna fight it. It's going down. I'm telling you. Play the Rocky music. Dun, 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 dun. I'm boxing everything. But if it's some shit that I ain't sure about,
he will run you over.
I'm gonna run your ass over. So you better not be in my way.
You laughing? You on the way out? You'd be the first one down. He done stepped over you. And
You know why they say I'm gonna knock all this shit over? I'm gonna knock all this shit over. Y'all would be watching my knees tear these goddamn cameras up.
As he making his way out the door. Oh man. It's only funny because
Oh, it's only funny because it's 1,000% true.
Because I love anything horror. I love ghost stories. I watch paranormal shows. He let me know up front. He was like, "Look, if it's a bear attacking you, I might try to fight him. But if Casper come get your ass,
Bitch, you're on your
I'll
own.
push you down and keep going." He was like, "If you can't keep up, I don't know what to tell you. You better let go of me."
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Hey, that's my truth, and I'm not
Hey,
going.
I
I
ain't
ain't gonna shy
even
away
mad
from
about it because hey, that
I'm not shying away from it. There better not be no supernatural shit, cause you on your motherfucking own.
hey, that's how I feel about dogs.
And I'm strong and fast, so please believe me. Hey,
Oh man.
I'm fighting a Himalayan sheepdog about your ass, but Casper? Nope.
He don't care how friendly
Soon
he
as
is.
that bitch materialize, I'm out. Anywho, highway. But for as big as that joke is, and funny as it is another example of that transparency. Because we tell it like a joke, but I'm dead ass serious. I said it because I mean it. And I needed her to understand it.
I dreamed about it happening.
I needed her to understand it.
I have
I'm
literally,
not going to save you from things that go bump in the night. I'm not going to do it.
I have literally dreamed of us walking down a hotel hallway and something jumped out and you just took off down the hallway.
Gone. Gone.
Oh.
There's going. All you going to hear is feet.
And all I can do is just turn around like, hi.
Mm.
Like,
Oh, man.
I can't do nothing.
Whew, boy.
I'm like, drag
funny.
me if you can, at least.
Boy, make sure your fingers are strong, because because I ain't holding you. I gotta be pumping, baby. I can't be holding you. You make sure your fingers are strong. Get a grip. Hold on. I'm gone.
I don't know. He's strong. I'm gonna jump on his back.
I ain't gonna
We out
stop you.
together.
I'm just trying to tell you.
Hey, you better hang on.
You better hold on. I will not assist. I am the getaway vehicle, bitch. You better hold on.
Oh, hold up. Oh.
I can't keep fooling with her. Oh, why does she act like that?
Yes, you can. Forever.
But yeah, that's funny. That is always funny. I don't care. That is always funny.
Because I swear, every time we talk about it, I picture it, and I get the crying laughing every time. Because I just see you just gone.
Cause and because it's Tara, that's what makes it so funny. Cause Tara has seen me get ready to fight the world, like everybody at the same time, and I'm literally picking through the crowd like who's first. And for her to be able to just to that simply accept the fact that let that motherfucker think he's a ghost. He gone.
And we didn't say alien. He'll fight an alien.
Oh yeah.
But a ghost? No.
No. Not even gonna pretend like I'm going to. If I gotta pause a second to figure it out.
Oh my god.
Elsewise, peace. There's just nothing else to talk about.
And he can run, y'all. That's
Yes.
that's great.
Yes, this boy got great form. I'm
That's
trying
what
to
made
tell
me
you.
laugh so hard. 'Cause I've seen him run, so I'm just imagining how far and how fast he gonna be in the distance, and I'm just gonna be looking like, oh.
Anyway, let's get past that. Okay. I know I've said something along these lines before, but right now because I'm recognizing, you know, I watched Slaughterhouse. We were with them a couple weeks ago. We were Slaughterhouse. I watched how that family interacts. I was thinking about my man Alex Porter and his family out there in Texas. The polycule that I was once directly connected to. A lot of them people are still intertwined in each other's lives, and I see the strong connections and unions there. And it just makes me understand that polyamory is one of those things that allow us to be our best selves while still striving to be better. I have never wanted to be this good in a relationship. Real talk. I've never wanted to be this good. When I say this good, I mean as supportive as I can be, as functional, as present in the relationship.
That's because you didn't know the benefits.
That is its own truth. That is its own truth. I really didn't. I didn't understand the benefits of being in a healthy relationship that you do truly commit yourself to. That's a thing. That's a whew. I ain't gonna get in my soapbox about that, but I will go this far. Having the type of partners who I recognize the void in my life I would have without you makes me want to ensure that I never have to face that void. For real. That's exactly how I feel. That's why, you know, again, to boomerang all the way back to the beginning, you know, men, the things that I deal with mentally. The ideas, the thoughts, the memories, the this, the that, the other, all these things are always in place somewhere. Always. Where at one time I would have started to self-sabotage because I couldn't personally affect how I was thinking. Now I'm making sure to not. I'm making sure to say, hey, right now I'm struggling. I don't know what I need, so I can't tell you what I need. But please, just accept the fact that I'm struggling and I mean no harm right now.
And for those of you that go through something similar, make sure you keep in mind that you understand that you haven't voiced what you need. So you can't get upset with your partners later because they didn't give you something you imagine you need. If you flat out told them, you know, I can't even voice what I need because I don't know, then you can't expect them to know.
Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the ways that I stay ahead of problems is because I can say what I do need or I'm not sure. Because in most cases when I recognize what I need, I can give voice to it. And I'm in tune enough with me, and I can't express that enough to everybody. You have to understand who you really are, not who you wish you were, not who you hope you're going to be, who you are right now at this second. What is wrong with you? What if you, in a perfect world, if you could fix this, this, and this, what would those things be?
And are they doable?
And if you are not living in a perfect world, what can you do to still make those changes? Because I will never live in a perfect world, but I'm always challenging myself to be a better person. What she said. A1, because I deserve it. B2, because they do. I deserve to be somebody that I don't have to be concerned about. I have been concerned about who I am my whole life. I'm finally getting to the point in my life where I don't feel like I got to look over my shoulder. Because I have put no bad energy out for nobody. All bad energy I put out, I tried to call back. I've made amends wherever I could, and where I couldn't, I had to accept it and move around. I stay away from certain places because I know certain people going to be there, and I don't want to have to deal with all of that. I ain't scared, and I don't owe nobody nothing that I have to stay away. But in the interest of keeping peace, because I want it now. I know what it feels like. I enjoy it.
In the interest of preserving your own peace.
Yeah, I'm still getting used to that. So I
But
definitely
I
want to
think
keep
that's
it.
what it is. It's in, it's not so much keeping peace because you're not keeping it for them. You're really keeping it for yourself.
Fair enough.
You're working on keeping your own peace in order.
Yeah.
Because it's not you disturbing their peace. They would disturb yours if you're on the same area. You're not even worried.
Yeah.
About XYZ, but XYZ might disturb your peace.
Still be concerned about me.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, because I know a couple X, Y's, and Z's that still do it after all this time. But anyway,
maladaptive thinking is the absolute worst. Yeah.
Yeah. You see that? Yes, sir.
Issa passed.
Yeah, it's getting to be about that time. Especially taking into consideration that we were what, half hour late, give or take, due to technical difficulties. But I feel like some stuff got covered, and I'm sorry that I wasn't better prepared for today. I should have been. But we have some very, very, very real things in the can. And the only reason I'm not going to make mention of them here today is because I want to come with some facts and not some opinions.
Mm-hmm.
So just keep your finger crossed. Keep some positive energy poured this way. And like Ty said, please stay tuned because we're going to have some things happening, and we're going to be getting involved with a lot of different people if this goes the way we're expecting it to go.
It will.
Oh, well, when it goes the way we want it to go, we will be involving ourselves with a lot of different people and a bunch of folks that are here watching now and are usually around. We're definitely going to be seeing you guys for a lion's share of all of these things. I'm just going to shake my head and keep on.
Hey, I told you I wore this specifically.
Okay, right.
My Africa with our logo.
Mm-hmm.
Got my lion. Mm-hmm. And I got my Hakuna Matata. Because it means no worries. That's how I feel.
Right.
It's me living my best life.
So, again, we're looking to move into a much bigger space as far as what we're doing with Polytalk. So, folks, get ready because it is going down in a very little while. Is there anybody I'm forgetting right now? I want to give a shout out real quick. I want to shout out my pop, Calvin Wilder. I got to spend a little time with him yesterday, and that is just a great guy. He is. He's a great guy, and I want to see what I can do to get him on the King's Corner, because he is a wealth of information. He really is. And if you get him to get comfortable and to talk to you, he can teach you some shit for real. I love my dad, and I thank God for him now. I wasn't fortunate to grow up with him, but as a grown person, he's been instrumental in helping get me moving. Yeah, get me moving in the right direction. Definitely, because he's a man that I've always respected. No, you're good.
I forgot what side that was on.
You're fine. He's always been a man I respected, and he's always made sure that he didn't do anything to lose that respect. So just big shout out, a big salute to Pop, just because you are exactly who you are, big guy, and I appreciate you and I love you so much. But I think I'm gonna get out of here now. Well, we gonna go and get out of here now.
Yeah, I know, because it's your show.
I'm gonna get a song made. Welcome to the Eddie Show. I promise you.
Welcome to the Eddie Show.
Welcome to the Eddie Show, because there's always an Eddie.
Better talk to 2Ks.
Yeah, 2Ks. We gotta get together, man. We need some theme songs and shit.
Yes.
But we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. We thank everybody who did stop in, pop in, said something or whatever it was that happened. Thank you all. We appreciate y'all so much. Until next time, we love you and we mean it. You take care of yourself. We're gonna holler at y'all. Peace.
Hakuna Matata. My word of the day. My words of the day.
Rock out with it.
Because you know, it means no worries.